So there's been some discussions in various groups that I'm in that are talking about a decrease in impressions at the end of January, that they, got a lot of traction in December for their content, and now they're not, and they're losing income. When they were making $2,000 in December, now they're making only $800. Other people see a small decline. In my instance, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing stable or even slightly above average, like growth kind of thing during this time. And I just wanted to touch base on maybe if you're struggling with like losing impressions, or you're not getting any impressions, or what's going on, and you're not getting that traffic, and you're trying to do trend stuff because that's what you've been hearing. This is what I'm doing, and maybe this can help you. So like over on, Twins Mommy, I pivoted my blog to be more Pinterest friendly, right? And that means writing topics like trending content, like seasonal content, and sharing that to pinners on Pinterest because they like that. And so I did. I wrote, some posts about Valentine's Day crafting. I did some Christmas stuff when it was around Christmas time, right here, DIY Christmas tree skirt ideas. And I did that. And then now I'm doing Easter. So I am capitalizing on the holidays and the seasonal content. But if you realize that not every post is like that, I have Pinterest things that I write about, and I have decor for my home office. Those are sort of the pillar content pieces on Twins Mommy, and it's working well. On Pinterest, it's working well. My traffic is not suffering. We can take a look right here. It's at 52,000. It's up 35% for the last 30 days. And so this is, early February. So in January, I wasn't really hurting and I was getting clicks. So what did I do? Like it, and it's not just for this blog. I even did it for Sponge Hacks, and Sponge Hacks is very trend oriented. We can look here. I have Christmas content, lots of Christmas posts. I have this one. I have Christmas decor here for the bathroom, Christmas tree ideas. I have this. This was sort of a topic that I saw on Pinterest. So I wrote about this, but I wanted it to make it for every season of the year. Here's decor ideas again. And then here is the door hangers. So I went from fall right into Christmas right here. And I did that to set the stage of like Christmas content that's coming, right? But what I did is that I made sure not to always just heavily rely on Christmas content. I wanted to also rely on the next trend or the next season of life. And for many people in the start of January, they want to organize and declutter. So I purposely started doing content for a future trend, a future holiday, a future, okay? That's what I've been doing, and it's working. And so that's something that you can do for your blog. So for example, in the new year, people want to, organize. So I did an organizing your pantry. No idea why the image is half there. Oh, there it goes. So there's the organization ideas for the pantry. And then I went back to decor because I like writing about that. Holiday. So I really did hardcore. It's probably like in December, I had some time to write some holiday content. And then I started to write content that I saw on PinClicks that I did my research. And then I tried to angle it, since this was in December, about how like people, you're probably going to have family come to your house. And so you need to, have a proper guest room. And so this post of how to layer a bed like a designer could be for your own bed. It could be read in September or in February. It doesn't matter, but I did specify the holidays are starting, and that means family's about to roll in. I mean, if I read this in the summer, I'm going to just glide over that and just look at the video and then look at the step-by-step things that I share in here, right? Like they're going to want the value of the content on this post, and it doesn't care if it's like I say the holidays are coming. So I did something like that. And then I went back to Christmas, and then again, more decor things, more organizing things. Then here I jumped even more ahead to gardening stuff. I mean, for me, that doesn't happen until like May because there's still snow on the ground here, but there are people that, maybe people in California, they can start doing gardening stuff. So I have a gardening post. Then I started doing Valentine's Day. I think I just have one Valentine's Day content because it's such a short holiday leading up to it. So I don't want to focus too much on that because I know spring cleaning and organizing is what people want. So I have my spring cleaning here. I have more mantle ideas, but it's for spring now. So spring stuff, and then declutter. So after you You spring clean your house, you want a decluttering plan. So here's decluttering stuff. And then and then also once you clean up and declutter, you want to refresh your rooms. So here you go. Here's a refresh thing. And then back to organizing or storage solutions. So I positioned this blog to think about the person in that season of life and what they want. A lot of people who go to Pinterest pin future content. If they're about to get married, they're going to pin wedding stuff. Or if people are wanting to start a family, they're going to start searching about pregnancy content. So you got to think about that. You don't want to be like in the moment so much content. You need to be future. Okay, future Pinterest content. That's what you need to work on. That's what I'm doing for Twins Mommy. My traffic isn't suffering because of that. It's also not suffering for Sponge Hacks. We can look at Sponge Hacks real quick. Right now it's at 82,000 views. So, I mean, I'm still getting an up and up. It could very well go to 100,000 by the spring. Who knows? It's exciting to see the growth of this blog. And then if we look at Pinterest here, we can look at analytics here, and you can see my impressions haven't stalled in January. Well, we can look at the analytics for Sponge Hacks here, and you can see the same thing. There's no decrease in my impressions. So with my Twins Mommy content, like I said, I'm going to leverage the future content. So I have Easter stuff. Next is more spring and gardening things, but I can't really use that for Twins Mommy, but I might do some spring desk ideas, maybe from spring stuff. I can write about that. But the one thing is that I can't really rely too much on Pinterest right now, because like if we go to the trends in Pinterest, it's still stuck on Valentine's Day. And granted, it's not Valentine's Day yet, but I know for a fact that after Valentine's Day, these trends are going to stay. I think Pinterest is getting better at rolling out the new trends like quicker than usual, but it does take a while. And so, you're stuck at this, like all you see is Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is over. There's still Super Bowl stuff here, I think. Right here, Super Bowl party ideas. Wow, 300% uptick. You would be inclined to write about that, but the Super Bowl already happened. So there's no point in writing about it unless you want to write it and then for next year, it'll do better for next year, I guess. But this is what I mean. Like, you don't want to be in the moment and write about stuff at the moment. You want to write about future content. And so when you can't rely on trends to tell you what that is, you can, I went to growing trends and it still wasn't really helping me. Maybe top monthly trends, but even that, I still get a lot of Valentine's Day and a lot of lifestyle things that doesn't really apply to my niches that I have, right? So doesn't really help me. I mean, there's craft ideas, but it's so generic, and I have lots of craft ideas for Twins Mommy. But again, if I write more crafting content, maybe I can leverage this keyword over time. But yeah, this doesn't help me. So what I have to do is I have to go to pin click. So for example, let's say I write about budgeting on Twins Mommy, or I have a budgeting blog or something like that, and I would search for budgeting tips. If I'm getting good results from pin clicks, like there's good volume, people are really searching for it, then I can write about that. And then if I wanted to leverage the seasons or the trends, then I can do like, budgeting, for a large family. Maybe because it's the holidays, people are, coming together. So then I would write about budgeting for a large family. And then I can do like budgeting for spring, and see, maybe I can write about that, or budgeting for vacation, right? Because in the summer, people are wanting to do vacation. So budgeting for vacation, although it's not that popular, I would find a word that, or keyword that would be more popular. Like I think this one here, vacation ideas on a budget, would be a better choice, to write about. So this is where pin clicks really comes in handy for a lot of bloggers, is that when you can't leverage those trends on Pinterest trends because they're outdated, then you need to use pin clicks, and then you need to write about future content. Okay, future, if you can, seasonal content. And if your blog is strictly, you can't do any seasonal content, I strongly suggest that you pivot your blog to incorporate some aspects of it. If you have any questions about this, post them below. Otherwise, if you need help with your pinning strategy and how many pins to pin, make sure to watch that video and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in that video.